Hey Andre, it's Kara. So I am back with Sprint2. So, from last week, I changed back I took out the asset manager with everything in it, and I split it up into the model manager, the shader manager, and the texture manager. So that's all done. That was pretty easy, obviously. So with this week, as you can see, game CPP is much smaller. Obviously, I commented that out just in case, but that's gone. Almost, basically everything is gone except for the unload. But everything's separated into their own files. Game is a singleton, so it has its terminate, it has its pointer instance, it has its the classes, the default, the copy, the assignment, the destructor. It's got the instance function for the singleton, pretty simple, and obviously again then it has this pointer instance of 0 and it's deleting the pointer instance. Pretty easy. So that's done. Then I gave the user code for the game initialize, which is right here, and then the load resources, which is all right here. So that was easy as well. The camera manager is right here. So I basically just took everything that was camera related into the camera manager, and it has its functions for every single variable that was given to it. So obviously I made like a get camera pause, get cam up, get cam direction, everything that we need. That was also pretty simple, and it's also a singleton, which obviously the pointer insert stuff, everything that I basically just described. I should be pretty proficient with singletons by now. So yeah, here's the CPP file for it. Pretty simple. Next, we have the game objects, the beginning of them at least. So we have the game object H, the drawable with its virtual void draw, inputable. Okay, so I'm like really stupid, and I was like trying to look at this. I was like, there's something wrong with this word. I couldn't figure it out, and then Justin pointed out to me that I put an M instead of an N. So I've been saying inputable the whole time instead of inputable. Yeah, that's pretty facepalm moment for me. I feel really terrible about that, but I'll change that later. Must be my mild dyslexia or something. But then I also have the updatable. So it's got the update, and I'm doing the thing where all of these, the game object derives from all of them. I felt that was maybe the most natural. I kind of wanted to do the other one just to see, how things would go, but I'll do it next time, or I'll just experiment. Next we have the scene and the scene manager. Those were pretty simple. So let's do the scene manager. So in the scene manager, this is also a singleton. And it has its own functions for a get an active scene, set an active scene, which I think we'll be using later, an initialize, an update, and a draw. So in those functions, I basically, obviously it's initializing is just initialize scene, update scene, and all of that is taken from the scene.h, which it has its initialize scene, an update scene, and a draw scene. Which, again, just takes everything that was from the game CPP and you throw it in here. So obviously draw scene gets all this, initialize gets all of that, and then update gets everything with like the key press buttons to move the camera and the stuff in there. And then let's just look at game CPP again really fast. So I have the terminate. I have the game initialize, which is then just game initialize. And then I have functions that are a get height and then I get a private height. So then the user could get a height, which is getting from the private height, and the private height is getting from the engine's height. So yeah, that's like the wrapper functions right here, get height and get width. So yeah, I think that's about it. I know further, so yeah, there's nothing really existing in game CPP anymore. Most files, all the files have their own folder. Yeah. I did rename the game class. I named it, obviously you can see it, Indigo Engine right there. Oops, not the right one I want. Yeah, and then I will create the class diagram for the weekend. Yeah, so that is it. Thanks.